That doesn't look completely terrible. Chat, that doesn't look completely terrible, right? Chat, that's okay, right? This is literally the best thing we have. It looks, I know it looks really bad, but we literally don't have a choice. It is, we literally waited so much extra time, and this is as good as it gets, so. I'm sorry, chat. This is all we could do.
Oh, well.
You can tell why we were delaying things now, alright? So, let's start the top left. Spy's Dagger. After combat, if unit attack, grants defense res +6 to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. What?
That's Rogue Dagger from Matthew.
I know, but...
This is Matthew's.
Oh, thanks Cody the Codfish. Welcome back. But still, doesn't... It's Sizo's better.
Sizo's is an all -6, but this one is def res -16 buffs that.
But still, that's not much of all. After combat, if unit attack, grants defense res +6 to unit and allies within 2 spaces. That's not much of anything.
Yeah. It's a good buff, though.
Okay. So, I still think Sizo is better. So,
Base.
because Sizo's just everything -6 then, right?
Yeah.
Which would... See, if you increase your defense and res by 6, it's the same thing as them dropping it by 6. I mean, dropping their attacking.
Yeah, it's dropping their attack by 6, realistically.
So, okay, that's kind of iffy. And then the second part of it, grants bonus to units attack with total penalties on full during combat.
Lizard.
So that works really well. That's like this in the same vein of like, of course, Gunthra and of course the new Lilna.
Yep.
And ooh, it does work better with a Dagger hero, of course, because Dagger heroes, you know, automatically have their debuffs. But because it's still only penalties, and all he does to himself is give himself buffs. All right.
Oh no, Dagger 6.
Dagger 6 as well. No, I'm saying like the two abilities don't really work together, because the first part he just supports himself. The second part is, well, Dagger 6 of course, but the second part of it with the penalties is just that Dagger 6 effect on him.
Yeah, so it's an extra.
Because if he was like Sizo, like, and he debuff everything, and then his attack was total penalties, and that might sound a bit broken, but you gotta keep in mind Matthew doesn't hit hard at all. I think he's like at 40 something attack. Huh?
25 attack base.
25 attack base. So for very easy, evident reasons why that's iffy.
Yeah. I've seen some really good turnouts with this one already, with Matthews doing upwards of 70 damage, but at the same time, it's not the most self-sufficient.
Damn, okay. Well, that's Spy's Dagger. I'll be honest, that one wasn't very good.
I don't know. It's definitely making Matthew worth using if you have a debuff team.
If you have a debuff team...
There's a lot more of that now. They keep pushing it.
Most people who built him didn't exactly have a debuff. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to translate.
Do, and he has the HP to do panic, kind of.
Ooh. Alright. I find that really questionable. I still think Sizo's better. I mean, as in terms of Dagger updates, I think Sizo and Kagura are both better.
I don't know. Matthew's got some pretty serious raw damage output.
If he gets the penalties. Keep in mind, after he attacks, that's it. It's not... He needs to attack twice to actually take advantage of it.
I mean, so do the other daggers.
Well, no. Not as much, because... Okay, if Sizo attacks, everything's debuffed. Everything is debuffed by 6. That's already more useful. And then, of course, with Kagura, at least she can attack and blow through. Like, she'll keep herself alive with that first shot. And the problem with Matthews is first shot doesn't even deal a lot of damage, and that's why I'm not finding this very attractive. You would definitely have to make a team for him, or for him to be a big part of, for you to take advantage of it. Or at the very least, run a dancer or a singer or something. Okay, well that's why I didn't like it. And then Steady Lance, that is Roderick. Oh boy. Yep. Oh boy, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't think he would keep it as a Firesweep. That's the first unique Firesweep weapon. Keep in mind, staff healers, healers and stuff, technically they can blow through like counterattacks and whatnot. But this is not the first unique Firesweep weapon.
It is.
Yeah.
Faye didn't get one.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be a Firesweep weapon.
I'm legitimately surprised. I was ready to completely change up how I was doing things with that one, but I guess I can keep going on with that build.
That is seriously good, guys.
I mean, right now there's a lot of Firesweep lunge going around. Having that as an available build definitely is very very good.
Now,
There's a
some
lot
people... Yeah, no, I totally get it.
In particular, is
But-
gonna use that.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Just having more speed is huge, because him doubling... It's not like Roderick's slow or anything, but you can now go for plus attack and be a lot more confident in him.
Yeah. If you take a neutral Roderick, it's 47-34. You can go plus attack, and then you hit 50-34, 50-40 with darting, or you can take plus speed if you so desire for 43 base speed.
And this is before A skills or seals or whatnot, or buffs.
Yeah.
So that's why we're saying Roderick is really good now. Because if you run Life and Death, that's 55, 45.
Exactly.
Oh, man. It kind of seems a bit low, but keep in mind, there's two advantages to this. Number one, it's now a Firesweep weapon with additional of 3 HP, of additional of 2 attack, and of course the Darting Blow effect. So even though it looks like it's just Darting Blow, it's more than Darting Blow. And that's why it's really impressive.
Right. 1 attack.
Wait, what?
One
Oh,
attack,
1 attack.
I'm
You're
not
right,
sure.
right. My
Yeah.
bad. So yeah, Steady Lance. Roderick's a pretty legitimate option now if you want to go for him.
I see him a lot in budget ether raids, but I think that this definitely is going to make that option a lot more popular.
Yes, definitely. Okay. So I like Roderick instantly. Next is Rowdy Sword, and this is Luke.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who again?
so people have trouble remembering Luke. I mean, let's just be specific. I have trouble remembering Luke. He's not very good. And here he is. Okay, Rowdy Sword. It's one of the most funky names I've heard of. How is a sword rowdy? I don't know. But it has 11 might, 1 range, HP plus 3. It is still a brave weapon. Inflicts speed minus 5. If unit shoots combat, unit attacks twice. Still a brave weapon. And additionally, if a bonus granted by a skill like Rally or Hone is not active. What?
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
What the what?
Uh-huh.
So in other words, it's saying, hey, if you have no buffs on your opponent, you'll get a...
Or panicked buffs.
Huh?
Or panicked buffs.
Or panic buffs. You'll get additional attack defense plus 6.
Yep.
Yeah, the reason why I'm like laughing at this is because if you're using him... Like most teams have buffs. It's just how it comes down to. Most teams have buffs, so they're supported, well supported. And now you find yourself in this awkward situation in that if they do have a buff, this literally does nothing.
Yeah.
And even if they don't have... Okay, even if they don't have a buff, it's just attack defense plus 6, which isn't much considering this guy hits like a wet noodle.
He has 34 base attack.
Well, now he's 34, 45, I guess.
Yeah, 45 base, 48 plus. You go from there. And 54 with his weapon.
He's still not an ideal
That's
brave
too
weapon
low.
hero. Okay, I'm just saying, with the Rowdy Sword thing, it might not even work. So...
I mean, he has 46 base HP for Panic Ploy. You can kind of make that work. So you can get the debuff off so that they don't have any buffs, and then it's kind of synergizing with this kit.
He comes with Panic Ploy, and I get what they're trying to go for, but You guys want to see him? He's really bad.
They're at least not worthless now, regardless.
So he now gets a 3 additional attack, so he reaches 45 attack. He now, when everything goes right, like for me, I was especially unlucky because he's minus HP, so he's not debuffing shit. That's why I never even bothered learning Panic Ploy or anything on him. But I can easily tell you, I don't care. It's just, even if he gets 6 additional defense, he reaches, what, 39? And 6 additional attack, so he reaches 51. So if I use Death Blow, he will have, like, 57 times 2. That's not so bad, but again, I have to debuff something with him before I attack. And if he takes any damage, he's out of Panic Ploy. That is if I even Panic Ploy in the first place. And if it's with a Versa or whatever, then again, I have to run a Versa with him, which isn't even a great combo, because it's not like a Versa benefits from him. So, I don't know. You guys can let me know what you guys think about him. I don't think this changes anything. I think people who wanted to use, Luke didn't exist.
Yeah.
And now, it still doesn't exist. People who have Luke...
People are definitely clapping.
What?
Those two people who definitely love Luke are totally clapping about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else did you expect from him? It's a Brave Sword. He's good with a Brave Sword plus attack. I don't really expect much from him. Anyway, what's up, guys? What I missed so far?
We've gone over everybody else but Luke and Hermit's Tome, which is what's coming up next, because we're not going to spend any more time on Rowdy Sword. I'm sorry, I don't think people care, and I don't think it makes a difference.
Yeah. I mean, if you're comparing him directly with Meisterschwert Reinhardt, besides the dual phase part, Luke has 1 less attack and 1 less defense. Good start.
So, Hermit's Tome. This looks pretty fucking good. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Wow, really enthusiastic.
Hermit's Tome is effective against cavalry foes if foe uses bow, dagger, magic, or staff. Neutralizes foes' bonuses from skills like Fortify, Rally, etc. during combat. So basically, it is dull range. And also
Horse slaying dull range.
Huh?
Horse slaying dull range.
Horse slaying dull range, yeah.
Yep. It's actually not what I wasn't expecting dull range at all in the base effect, to be honest.
Yeah, neither was I.
Me neither, but I do like it.
Ow. I legitimately like it, though. Raigh has a pretty good res of 29, so that can kind of actually work.
I do like the fact that he's keeping his Wolf Tome abilities.
Yeah, that's kind of what actually made Raigh almost worth using, because he's the only Wolf Tome unit on red.
And of course, during combat, boost units attack speed, defense, res by 2 by adjacent allies. Oh, they have to be exactly next to him.
Yeah, it's Owl Tome.
Only there's one funny thing that almost doesn't have any use, and it's that unlike a normal Owl Tome, he can have 4 allies adjacent. 4 plus 8.
4 allies adjacent.
Yeah. Normal Owl Tomes only let you go to 3. For some reason, this one lets you do 4.
Oh.
That's almost impossible.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to that distance to set it up, it's probably not worth it.
Yeah. But hey, it's there if you need it.
Okay. I think this is... man, this is all 4 of these heroes. I think Roderick's the only one I gave a damn about ahead of time. So...
That's kind of the problem. They were all pretty bad units.
This is perfect for Raigh because he has such a balanced stat line. So giving him Owl Tome was like already pretty good on him. Giving him a built-in dull range frees up his B slot for some cool shit. You know, the few green horses that we do have that exist will get blown up. The red horses, I mean, his attack is okay enough. He can probably one-shot a Hermit if you like dump a little bit of more attack into him.
He can double Hermit any day.
Oh yeah, and he can double Hermit, so like.
Well,
yeah.
no, that's if Hermit doesn't have his buff up. I mean, if you're not debuffed.
Hermit's lowest res or the lowest defense? Lowest
right? Res.
Raigh has 29. You could probably avoid that.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any other debuffs, I don't know. Using Creed as an example is kind of weird.
I just picked Creed because he was the only red horse I could think of. That's like.
I mean, Guntra and Hermit are everywhere.
Well, right now because of Ether Raids.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna stay the case.
Yeah. So yeah, for sure, I'd say Raigh has found his niche. Like he's definitely got something to stand out now. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's definitely welcome.
I mean, to be fair, it was gonna be pretty hard to give him a niche because he's not a good red mage at base, and there's so much competition in that pool, like Celica or Bride Daria.
The fuck? They really put a fucking Brazen 4 in the game? Like, let's just keep buffing OG Celica. Like, alright, sure. Let's just make sure none of the other mages get any better.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, I don't really think Brazen's the best thing on her, so it didn't really make a difference to me.
But
you've seen that triple Brazen attack speed? So,
yeah, I've seen it.
I like it, but Just as a little reference, Raigh has 36 HP, 32 attack, 29 speed, 22 defense, and 29 res. Not really exemplary anywhere, but with investment through an Owl Tome, maybe a little bit on the boon side, fiddling with that, it's good skills. You can actually make him a pretty good mixed unit. It just kind of wasn't, which is kind of something that most red mages can't do. Just a bit of an oddball way to approach it. That
Okay,
is distinct.
I think making a Gronau as well did give him a better role, so it's
Yeah.
props to that at least. But the entire thing is still very much iffy with me. It's just like I don't know why.
It's that bias because these are units you don't give a fuck about. So it's like it's hard to kind of be like, yeah, I can totally see myself using these units now. It's like,
I mean,
no, if you didn't like those units in the first place, you didn't care about their base kit, you didn't care about their stat line. It's like you're probably not gonna care now,
right.
unless like you get something that's so ridiculous like Sizo's refined. Outside of that, you're probably just not gonna care because you got the bias. But I do like Raigh because I stand at B6, and Himikai did his art, so I'm definitely
Right.
for that. So it's like this is really good for him because I can put him on a theme team with like Faye and some other people, and it's like, yeah, I can see him working.
Yeah.
No, he works.
Bonds
I
and stuff.
think of all the
I can see
characters,
him
he
doing
works the
some
best.
Crazy shit too.
This definitely suits him best. Well, I mean Roderick's, but his definitely suits him best. In all ways. Bottom line with these refines, if you aren't using these units already, you're probably not missing much.
Yeah.
I mean, Matthew's got some. If you have a debuff-based team, Matthew will be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think that there's going to be some pretty funny builds with that guy. Otherwise, I mean, I'm going to be seeing a lot of Roderick running that in Ether raids because that's just a very popular thing to do with Lunge. Otherwise, Luke will still cease to exist, and only a couple select people are going to run Raigh. But
Mhm.
to those who do, this is a good benefit.